Hello guys, welcome to my short and quick Olaf tip tutorial. I am Jay Minchie and I'm one of the best Olaf junglers in Canada, if not the best jungler in Canada. As you can see right now, I have an 88% win rate, winning my last 7 wins, 1 loss with a 3.69 KDA with Olaf jungle. 14-4, 4-3, 15-7, 17-8, 19-1. So what about Olaf makes it right for you? He is kind of balanced between the damage type and the toughness types. I don't believe that he's a difficulty level 2. If you like to hack away at your enemies, this is going to be the legend for you. First, the passive, the Berserker Rage. So basically it's a regeneration. So each time you do a basic attack, you get a self regeneration. So it really comes in handy later on in the game, where you can actually combine it with the Vision Strikes, which actually enhances and speeds up your attack speed, so you'll regen a lot faster if you're fighting monsters or a champion. Underthrow, you throw your axe, it slows down the enemy and it deals impact damage, as well as it damages any monster, minion, or legend in this path that you throw it. The reckless swing is basically like a smite. That's the best way I can explain it. It deals damage to everything, minions. It's an auto, you can't miss it. Just like smite. And your R, basically you just go and temporarily immune, so you cannot take damage for a certain amount of time. So I really love to go ahead and tower dive a lot when I do have my ult. His overall win rate when he gets picked is 50%. He barely gets banned, but when he does, it's such a pain for me because I'm a one-trick Olaf. Your summer spells are going to be the Flash and Smite, of course, if you're playing jungle. This is the build. If you guys want to take a screenshot right now, go ahead. So if you guys want to go ahead and look at the runes and kind of the objects I use for the game, go ahead and screenshot right now. We're going to go ahead with the Precision rune. Go ahead and put the Conquerors. Go Triumph, Legend Valkyrie, Last Stand. You're gonna go Inspiration, the Magical Footwear. You're gonna go Approach Velocity. This basically depends whether the kind of legends you're playing against. Wanna go ahead for Attack Speed, Adaptive Force, and Armor. You're gonna go ahead and start with either your Q or your W. I myself like to start with my W. From here, go on to Q, where you can throw your axe. So usually I start with my W, then the Q, and then the E. So the first 3 levels, you're going to unlock every single one. You won't try to unlock R until level 6. You'll try to max your Q, because the more you hit, the more damage it does, and the more it slows down your enemies. First do your W, and then your Q. Then go ahead to E, then continue level 4 and 5 with your Q, R at level 6. And then from then on, it doesn't really matter if you do this, but I would recommend maxing out first Q, then E, and then your ult. And as for W, you really just need 1 so it activates. If you want to put an extra point into it, go ahead, but it really doesn't do that much of a difference. Alright, so now going into the whole combo. So basically, when you throw the axe, it stays on the ground. You can go ahead and pick it up and then reuse it in like 1 second. So my favorite combo to do is going with the Q, slowing them down if they're running away from me, hitting them with the E, which is basically kind of like a smite. If I have smite ready, I'll use it on them. Go into my R. If I have my ult, I go into my ult and then instantly put W. You don't want to crank W in the middle of casting these two, because you only have a certain amount of time before this runs out. And if you throw the axe, you're gonna delay the ability as well as the strike. So make sure you toss your axe, then the E, then either go for your ult if you have it. If not, go Q, E, W. You kind of want to throw it in front of them, that way they run into the axe and it kind of actually uses the damage of going through them plus the impact damage once it gets to the ground. The ult most of the time is used when you're kind of going into a team fight, or if you're trying to take out tankier opponents. But these are the basic combos: Q, E, W, and then basically spam your Q whenever you can. So if you guys want to learn how to play Olaf, watch some of my videos down below. And if you guys enjoyed, please leave a like and comment, subscribe. And yeah, see you guys next time. Make sure you guys go and represent Olaf well before he gets a little bit too overpowered and they start nerfing him. Alright, thank you guys for watching. See you guys later.